We definitely on our way back to where we want to be. Ultimately we want to be hosting a regional, being a national seed, but we're definitely heading in the right trajectory here and back to playing postseason baseball. So we're excited about that.
The opportunity that these guys have, and then just now everybody's 0-0 starting this run. How big is it for them to just grasp that mentality and move forward knowing it's a brand new season?
That's an easy one for us. That's been our motto always, all season long. We've had our ups and our downs, but there's never been a hangover from a night before, from a game before, or anything like that. Every day's been a new day. We've shown up to the ballpark with a great attitude, top of the mountain. They didn't always end there. But we're 0-0 every day when we wake up. We got a chance to be 1-0 at the end of the day and start over the next day. And yesterday's hits don't help us win today's game, and vice versa. So that's an easy one for us.
You mentioned the up and downs. Just how do you kind of find that balance and get where you want to be at the right time?
We talk about staying neutral. And ups and downs, and it's a roller coaster. That's what the season is. That's what life is. It's not going to be perfect. You're going to have. You're going to face some adversity, and you're going to face some. There's going to be a time where everything's going your way, which we had a run like that, But most of the time, that's not the case, and you got to overcome certain situations, certain pitches, certain calls, certain conditions, whatever it might be. You just got to be prepared for it and ready for anything.
And that Cal game obviously didn't end the way you wanted to, but any positive takeaways from getting that little experience in the tournament or anything from that game?
Not too much positive out of there, but big believer in learning from your losses, learning from your failures, and move on to the next one, But as far as any positive out of that game, it's what not to do, I guess, is something positive. But again, we show up to win every game, and it doesn't turn out that way for whatever reason. If we knew why, we would never let it happen. But it just came out, and look, credit to Cal. They came out the next day and put it on somebody else that had a great 2-game run there. And gave a tough game the third one. So it's baseball. Anybody could beat anybody. So take it for what it's worth and learn from it and move on to the next game.
Do you expect to see Derek Williams and Todd Hudson on the field in Hattiesburg?
Yeah, they're both cleared. They've been cleared for about a little over a week. They're getting better every day. Today was by design a lighter day for Derek. Hudson went through his full BP routine. Hudson skipped out on the on-field hitting. But both have shown progress, and we'll see Friday. We're going to try to put out the best lineup possible, and if they're healthy, they'll be in the lineup.
Thanks.
JD, what did it mean to see the name pop up on the screen yesterday, and just the feeling, for the guys to know that they had made it, know they had gotten into the tournament?
The best part was watching the reaction of the players. They put so much time into it, and this team is special as how well they get along and how much they care for each other and love each other, and just the opportunity to play more baseball. That's what I'm happiest about for those guys, and we have a handful of guys that have never experienced it. So for the young guys moving forward and building for the future of this program, it's great. It's going to be a great experience. And for the old guys, Doran got to experience his freshman, sophomore year, didn't go last year. Cuvier's never been there. I'm not sure if Jake Ogden's ever been there. There's a lot of guys that have never been there, some of the transfer guys. So it's a great experience, and the best part of yesterday was watching their reaction to seeing the U pop up on the screen.
What is your message to the guys that have never gone through this experience?
It's the same game. It's the same game. It's our job as coaches is to make sure they're put in the best position to succeed, be the best version of themselves. But they have to be the same player that they've been to this point, and just the best player they can be, not a better one. Not try harder, not try to hit the ball further, throw it harder, or anything better. Just play a good, clean baseball, and things will work out.
What are your kind of early thoughts about Alabama, the first opponent of yours, when you finish it off?
It's tough. This time of year, I always get asked this questions for the last 24 years, and it's you're either really good or you're really hot right now. So the name on the jersey doesn't matter. The conference they come from doesn't matter. They're obviously doing something right if they're one of in the field of 64. So it's just another opponent, a faceless opponent, and we compete against ourselves and play our best baseball, and we'll be okay.
Anything else?